Hey, how you guys doing today, man? Everybody good? How everybody doing? God bless you. Man, I was just thinking, y'all, we was talking about that, and I hate to go right in this thing, but I was just been on my mind, I just wanted to get it out, you know what I'm saying? About that spiritual warrior that live in you. Y'all thought about that? It's been a minute since we talked about that. I'm going to see what y'all thought about it. Hmm. I know it's going to take a little time to get used to it. I'm trying to tell you what happened. It was an invasion. The earth got invaded. It's been a long time ago, though. Everything's good. Don't worry, it ain't lying. The earth got invaded, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And you see, we think, I don't know what y'all think, man. It's in your bubble. See, that changed. What you, okay, man, why can't we talking about it? Well, the reason I'm talking about it because when you change your way of perspective, we can start living a different way, and then we can start enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about it for. We're not understanding something in the Bible. If people look around, you know what's going on. You know, it's been going on since the beginning of time. The wars. Here it is in this generation. We ain't learned nothing yet. You know, and when is people gonna take some initiative to try to, uh, you know, change the course of destiny? We got to stand together, people. You're a warrior. That's what that's for. What we told you. Well, last time, yeah, y'all thought about it. You ain't probably think about it. Y'all don't think about nothing. That will help you where we stop annihilating one another. Don't y'all want that stop annihilating? It's possible to be happy for a long time. In the Bible, sometimes when God's children our brothers back there, when they was obedient to God, I'm Bible man. Man, Bible man, you just jump right in there, man. You couldn't wait. Yeah, well, that's one of my favorite topics there right there. Them children of Israel. See, when they was obedient, when they was obedient to God, they got some. You ain't always in trouble with God. Sometimes you get 7, 8 years of peace, 9 years of peace, 10 years. When it's a peace in the land, that means God is happy. He's satisfied when it's a peace in the land. That's what it means. If you're doing good in your life, it's a peace in the land. As long as it's doing, in your life. See, your land is like, I'm gonna tell you something, people. If you don't mind, I'm gonna share this with you. Yeah, I hear this all the time. This is just because it's someone else is sad and you happy, you know. I mean, even if it's a major event, something crazy happen. You gonna mourn. I don't know what you're gonna do. But some people don't. Just because somebody else is sad, that don't mean you have to be sad because somebody else is sad. God man ain't got that to be sad for you. Sometimes I think people just kind of, it's an emotion. It's the devil attack you. They attack you in their emotions. The devil, that's what we're trying to tell you guys. We're trying to head this thing off now. That way, what I mean by heading off is try to get you to, like wake up your warrior spirit. And while the humble man, I just told him I have Bible, man. So we can start changing and looking like human. No, 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 no. Don't look at no human beings. No, don't look at. I almost said that, see. Because it's been in your head so long. It's been in there for so long, it's what you think you are. You can just get in there. And we was human. We were spiritual being first, until Adam, in the situation because of a legal issue. Let's say the deed was swapped, Satan took over the territory on a legal issue. Because God, he is sovereignty, so he's even true to his own word. And Satan knew that God is sovereignty, and he's true to his own word, so he challenged him on a legal issue. And this happened, and it came out all right for the devil. Or Satan, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, whatever. So that's what we're trying to tell you. It's not. I know it. We watch these shows. When we read the Bible one more time, okay, one more time. When we read the Bible, it's not talking about people millions and millions of miles away, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna get off a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna bring you something else in the story. I just thought about this. I've been looking at this. I ain't gonna say it. I'm just gonna read it. I'm gonna let you just think about it. I might even pause for a little bit, see what you think about it. See, I got the comment button on. Can y'all comment? Make some comments. I'm just gonna read it. I ain't gonna talk. I'm gonna pause for a minute. This is an Ephesian book. I think this is a spiritual book because when you read the book in my imagination, when, when Paul is talking to these people, he's talking some heavy talk to these people. So these people evidently was a little bit more mature than the people that was in Corinthians. Corinthians, they still got talk about whose husband is better than who and who's in charge. They, that's what they were fighting about over in Corinthians. That's why Paul had to come and talk to them. It was the early church getting started. They were still young. They were still growing and stuff. I guess they came out all right. This is an Ephesian book. Oh yeah. I'm gonna read two. I'm going to Ephesians 6. This is one of my favorite scriptures. And this really should put the hammer on the head of the nail for you, baby, right here. This should do it. But it probably won't. But I'm gonna try you though. I'm gonna try you guys. Right here, right story. 6 of August, slave and master. Oh, here we go. Okay, y'all. Here we go, man. Now, let me tell you what it's saying. I'm gonna get up here on you. Listen, what it say right here, listen, guys. You want to read about Marlon? You read about it, all right. Everybody says right here, guys. It said, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the power of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realm. I know I was pretty clear on that reading there. Man, you're pretty clear about it, man. I just want to have people, when you hear that, that's sort of like hearing the world got invaded, see? When I said that, that's even worse. It's even worse. There's some stuff down here, man. Y'all not understanding the whole story, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why we keep on doing blah, blah, blah. We act like we can't get good no more. People had good values at one point. I ain't saying people ain't got good values. It's a lot of people that got good values. Now, I don't know if the media was. And the other thing about y'all news, ought to be X-rated, man. Y'all got some X. Don't children X-rated news. I don't know what kind of narrative y'all got going on and paint the picture. Then you clean up shop. You clean it up when you get in and edit stuff out to try to. So y'all, it's up. It ain't about honesty and integrity. It's about trying to make news and get big news, get big views and all that kind of stuff. And that shouldn't be, man. You understand what I'm saying? I know people gonna do. Don't get me wrong, people do it. I probably did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I did it. Everybody do it. When you see a little edge you can get, and you know it ain't gonna be. It's not right. That's gonna be. I say little warrior, yeah. Cause you gonna do it. You wanna do it. You don't got no. You ain't got no. You wanna do it. You wanna do it. That's why you gotta get strong. But it ain't you that's really doing it. It's the devil that really come in. See, when you got a weak warrior, then you like a slave to the devil. That's why the Lord say He wants you to get strong. See, because the devil's a warrior too. See, you know what I'm talking about, people. Now that was Ephesians. I'm gonna read it. I'm sure you did Ephesians 2. We'll talk about. I'm letting you let it sink in. I may read it one time. You ain't fighting against flesh and blood. Now, where is this coming? If you talking to, here we are right here. And it goes, who's sitting beside you is who is sitting beside you. Whoever's sitting beside you by yourself, whatever. But you're there. That's flesh and blood. But they said we fight against something else. Now, I know it sounds like, man. So that's why we trying to get the leaders to talk to them, because the leaders is who's responsible for their people, you see what I'm saying? And since a lot of people, you just go straight to the leader and tell them this is what the message is. And then they choose what they want to do and what they don't do. We don't got to go to them. We can have a megaphone. They can hear it on the sideline. The message got to be told to all leaders. The good Lord want them to calm down. Calm down, some people. Let's have a good food. Let the land heal. Like I said, let the land heal a little bit, man. We done been trodden, dirt, beating, killing, robbing, burying in the land. All let the land need a little rest too. Sometimes we just thinking they're supposed to step all over this, that, yeah, this, that. I like that, this, that. You just slide right onto the next side. You know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get this right here though. And I'm gonna get some good ones too. I'm gonna get it over here. Man, where's the piece? I had it right here. Hold on, give me a minute. I'll get it right here. Hold on. That was Ephesians 6 I read about the anybody talking about the spiritual the principalities of the air. Wait, I don't know what y'all think about that, man. Everybody quiet now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, here you go. I got where I was going. It's something, man. Now I'm gonna show you something. This is watch carefully. Watch carefully. I just thought about this today when I was thinking about it. I said, man, I'd just like to tell them a little bit more. We had this conversation one time before. You guys just saying, I think you're getting it, but it just seemed like, it's a shock. I don't know what I'm expecting for you guys to get, even though I don't think you're getting it. But I don't know what I would expect. What am I supposed to, how would I know if you're getting it or not? You know what I mean? But I just feel in my spirit, it's something you ain't understand. Now, this is same book, but same name, Ephesians, but we did read 6. Now we're going to read Ephesians chapter 2. As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sin in which you used to live. When you follow these ways of this world and of the rulers of the kingdom of the air. I told you a couple things right there. See, that's perspective thing. I had to go back in there later on. Y'all just read right through it, see. And the spirit who is now at work in those who are disobedient. It's a spirit. See, there we go again. I told you got a warrior spirit. He said, let me read it one more time. There's a spirit who is now at work in those who are disobedient. So if it's a spirit in somebody, what do I mean? I don't care if he's in you or around you, but it seems like this reading is saying that it's something inside someone, and they can't behave themselves, make them disobedient. And you don't got that warrior spirit in you. You ain't waking yourself up, man. And you say, well, each his own, each his own. Everybody need everybody. If people start up, and some people think you can't. Yeah, but it's gonna always be this flexible. Everything gonna be right there. The little grass spot gonna always be there where the grass can't grow. The little 3 roses along the side of the picket fence, it's gonna always be there. They come back and bloom back. Sometimes things is not gonna always be here, people. And sometimes you gotta start thinking like that. No, don't think, y'all do things. You just imagine, he made you alive. He said he quickened every day. He quickened you. Let me see. I don't know if I read that one. I think I did read it. He made you alive. He quickened you. Let me make sure I read it again. I don't feel like I didn't read it. I didn't read it strong enough. I just want you to understand. That's why I want you to understand, because we got to cut all this old crazy. And we always, man, they said, I know how people feel, and Papa don't care about that. But we all is responsible for one another. That's why we say we come to bring love and encouragement to the earth. Everybody knobby style, be eloquent towards one another, classy. Respect. We made by we got the same Papa. God made everybody. He made everybody. I didn't probably read that part. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good reading. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna read this a little bit before. This is some good reading right here, man. I'm sorry it takes so long when you got, but I like for you to, get an understanding where you. You can still, do what you want to do, but I want to try to give you a good, clear understanding. Get clear understanding. So this is still back what I said a little bit while ago. I mean, it's going to change a couple of times in here. It's going to be a contrasting point of view in here. And let's see if you guys catch it. Oh, I should say, yeah, it would be contrasting, but also it's going to be a Tom and Jerry topic, like two subjects in it, I guess. Tom and Jerry, two topics, two subtopics, two subjects, adverbs. Well, anyway, here we go. As for you, you were dead in your transgressions and sins, in which you were used to live in, and you followed the ways of this world, and of the rulers of the kingdoms of the earth, from the air, the spirit who is now at work in those who are disobedient. All of us who also live among them at one time. See, we all did. All of us at one time. At one time made a difference, you know. That's like I live on a slide. You know, you slid on through it, you know what I'm saying? One time you used to live like that, but gratified the craving of our sinful nature, of our we live like this, the gratifying of our craving of our sinful nature. Everybody got sinful nature, and following its desire and its thoughts, like the rest. We were about a nature object of wrath. We were, you know, we were about the nature of wrath, object of wrath. That didn't make sense how I read. We were about that. But anyway, there's a wrath involved. But because of his great love for us, God who is so rich in his mercy, he made us alive. Now you see that? God made us alive. And it's that warrior spirit. How is he gonna make you? A God gonna give God is like he's a God. God gonna give you God things. He gonna give you a God spirit. That's what I want to get to. He quickened you. He made us alive. We was once dead in trespasses and sins of the world, you know. And that means what it means to you. I mean, what that really means, you know what? That means that the devil, you see, the Lord understands. I think the Lord Papa do understand that he put something on earth that people don't have a hard time dealing with. He do get that, you know. I think that's where the grace and mercy come in. It's kind of, you know, in other words, he'll overlook some things sometimes. I do believe that. You know, I don't know to what extent he will overlook. You know, he always just doing everything for us. You know what I mean? But you know, because that's the love his son have for him. That's the love God and his son have for the world. Because they want everybody to make it. Man, you know, they don't want not one to be lost. Even though they can save everybody, because he's true to his word, he still don't want one. But he don't. It ain't confusing. He just don't want one to be lost, but he's still true to his word. I mean, you know, it ain't him doing it. Really, it's just you know, there's rules out there, and you make your mind up. You know what you're gonna do. But this all go back to your spiritual sense. He quicken you, make you alive. You some air. He quickened you. He made you alive. When you were born again. Remember the conversation, Nicodemus? Yeah, I remember we talked about that, I believe. Yeah, I think we did. We did talk about the Nicodemus, the guy that tried to climb back up in his mother's womb. How can I be born again? Must I climb back? You know, I'm sure he knew that was virtually impossible. I mean, you talking to one of the greatest, no, not one of the great. He talking to a God. Now, and Nicodemus was a small God. Jesus was a God, but he was a humble God. You know what I mean? God walking amongst the earth, man. God's walk amongst this earth. They still do today. Look just like us. You never know who they are. Angels do too. Walk amongst the earth. They watchers, man. We got watchers. We got angels. They all the same people. You know, I'll tell you another thing. You know, this is good. You know, I'm a perspective thinker. You know, I'm not scared to go outside the scripture, but I can come back and tie it back together. But I have to, baby. I can hook it right back in. I can put the line on the hook. I can put the hook on the line, baby. If I just have to do that. But I'm gonna step outside of the Bible a little bit. That's called eisegesis. You know. So you know, I did a story one time. Matter of fact, went too long about a flaming chariot, baby. The Lord came down in a flaming chariot and picked up Elijah. Elijah went up to heaven in style, baby. The chariot was glowing, baby. It came down golden, gold, baby. came down and picked up Elijah. That's that spiritual man, that spiritual man. That's the one that didn't see death, man. They say he jumped on a flaming chariot. That chariot rolls up to glory, man. It was just, whoo, Elijah, he just glided up in the seat. The seat was custom made just for Elijah, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Just for Elijah. You know Elijah. That's that one that had that double. Elisha was a partner down there. He gave him a double portion of that spirit. You feel what I'm saying? Give him a double portion of that spirit, man. I was just taking my thing out right there. But man, they said that flaming chariot when he picked Elijah up there. He said he was up in the air, man. And listen a second, man. I'm just after Jesus now. And as he was coming in on the landing, he said he saw something tucking dull. It wasn't shiny, but it was dull, man. It was gold, but it was dull. Man, they said he landed that old chariot came in. It came in like an airplane, man. Landed down, shoots out like landing gears. Horses shoots out like landing gears, man. And came to just a easy drive, man. And when Elijah stepped out, man, he stepped out. He stepped out, baby. He stepped out on the streets of gold, baby. The streets of gold, baby. Man, he brought. See, we classy people. That's why I say noble, man. God is classy, man. God is classy. See what he did? Pick the man. Now, so what my question was on that, that's that flaming chariot. Man went to heaven alive. The devil was scared of him. See, when he tried Job, Job had some chinks in him. I don't know how he got a hold of Job, the devil did. Because anytime you leave a foothold down, when you under the protection of God protect you every day. That thing want to, Satan can't just do this, do that to, but he can make us do that to each other. That's why that's why we got all that. He put stuff in people's head, you remember this? I think everybody sit down, have a cup of coffee, a couple of danishes, you know what I'm saying? And be in a relaxed environment. Get out of these stuffy offices, put some good casual golf clothes. Get you a nice polo shirt, man. Nice pair of slacks, they all tensed up, man. You got to put some relaxed clothes on. And then maybe they can meet, and then they can have a good, knobby conversation, like noble men. It may get out of hand from time to time, but silver men still know how to get it back in hand. Just like I come at the Bible, but I can turn around and put it right back in the Bible. They know how to do that, man. I think they should have a rule and say, man, when they have a meeting and stuff, and then after they have a meeting, if it was a disagreement, nobody should make decision for like 2 or 3 months. Because if it is, it's gonna be made off of their hurt feelings. Because sometimes you can't run a country on hurt feelings. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in trouble. If you run a country on hurt feelings, you're gonna hurt the country. And this is the bottom line, guys. We're trying to tell you guys, we try to get ahead of the situation, but I guess they could. What are we trying to say, man? I don't even know what we're trying to say. What are we trying to tell them? I come thinking like that. So what we telling them? What do we expect for them to do, man? Because we telling information. What do we expect for them to do? Because we pounding in on. What do we expect for them to do? Well, you're supposed to take some initiative and try to get this earth cleaned up. It starts one trying to be more kinder to people. Not necessarily you have to be the person being not kind. You're probably a kind person. There's a lot of kind people out there in the world. Very kind people. I met a lot of kind people during my travels through this world and life. They're real kind people. You catch people. Usually people kind of like when it's a thing and people in a group. I done seen people like when you walk up to them, but when they're outside that group, they're cool, man. It's just pressure, I don't understand why people let people. It's like I tell you, like a vibe, man, because it's like a look, man. And that look say 1,000 words to some people, man. It's like that's a look, See, that's the power. Look at that power. Now look at that. See, that's the demon. Look at me. Now I ain't doing that. This look better than this. See, because that's a clever. That's subtle. See, you know what this is. But see, the devil come at you, this is smooth. He'll come at you and shake your hand and put the landing gears on you and take you for a roller coaster ride. Well, when he land you, you better hope them gears stay in place, man, because he'll take you on a ride to your Lord. You know, I'm telling you, you gotta have your Holy Spirit. Okay, that's the bottom line. I hope you understand and get that about your warrior spirit. That's what Papa wants y'all to understand that. You gotta have your warrior spirit. And it don't look good. You don't gotta bring it out. Just keep it in, man. I was just doing it for illustration. Excuse me, let you guys see it, man. Because, mm. Man, what y'all guys have for lunch today, man? Y'all have anything good, man? Man, I tell you, man, I had some during, man. I made some taco salad, man. I mean, they had them big chunks of meat. I had me 3 packs of taco salad, seasoning in it, man, some lettuce, tomato, and my wife threw it away. I mean, we weren't fighting. Everything's good. Everything's good. We weren't fighting nothing. She just threw it away. I don't know how she mistaken for something, but she just threw it away. I got a plate out, man. I was gonna give him some more, man. You know how you had your mind say, man, I'm looking on bottom. What the heck happened to the food? Man, so I gotta find something else to eat. But that's okay. It's good. It's all right. It's good. Yeah, man. But I hope y'all getting this stuff, man. I'm trying to hope. Well, I ain't gonna try to pound it in you. I think y'all need to think about it. Sit around the dinner table and say, it's. I mean, what's been done has been done about the invasion. So it's they here with us. Only thing my question is why I keep pounding this in is to say maybe we won't hurt each other so much, or maybe this people won't kill each other, do this thing, do that to each other so much if they realize that they're not the source of something else is doing it to them. So hopefully, the object here is it's the curve of violence. Calm it down. That's why you gotta know. That's why you know what's in you, because hopefully once you know what's in you, then maybe the violence and all the other stuff will calm down on Earth. Maybe a peace in the land. The wind can blow calmness on the Earth, man. It's too much radical noise out here. All this noise out here, man. The trees can't even. The trees can't rest. There's so much noise out here. You know. The grass barely hit the ground. They bend it to lay down. They stand up so they catch somebody may step on them the wrong way. It's just this can't nobody rest. Animals run around. They in the street all the time here. It's because it's a vibe. That vibe is real. Just like that spirit of warrior is real in you. Y'all get it one of these days. But like I said, I don't think we do because, man, it's gonna be the same cycle. Ain't y'all get tired of the cycle? Ain't nobody saying, that's just crazy. Oh boy, oh man, oh man. Have anybody ever thought since the beginning of time? I know we ain't been back there being, and that's the problem. That's what we said. We went back there. We went back there. Well, maybe we were back there. Maybe we was back there. Who knows? But ain't anybody ever think, how let's say, okay, let me put it this way. You got a pretty serious drip in your faucet and you hearing it every day. But you've been ignoring it. You've been busy. You've been ignoring it. You've been ignoring it, right? But how long did that drip? You know how long that drip? That drip until you got somebody to fix that drip. That's how the drip, it kept dripping. That's how it is in the world. We keep looking at the same cycle over and over and over again, over and over. We don't, it's our home. We supposed to be making the same earth. Earth is our home. We supposed to make it better for the next generation and for ourselves. Putting it all, wasting all. So that's why we have to say, your spiritual being is to help you help yourself and others from getting so easily attacked, or maybe you won't start devouring yourself and hurting one another as we see. Yeah, am I lying? Am I lying? Am I lying? That's what's going on right now. I'm saying y'all do that, man. It's just crazy to me. That's just, but I'm not desensitized. Y'all think y'all people accept the noise. Everybody's not in the category. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I mean. Everybody in the category. But what I'm trying to say is we getting desensitized. You know, it's like I'm worrying about my own fun. I don't get that. I mean, I don't got the answer for all of the people. We got to try to figure something. We got to try to figure something out. Don't nobody got all the answers. We going in the same circle. There's a World War I. There's a World War I. This is some skirmishes over here. I tell y'all what happened. Papa smacking around, and boom, boom. Here comes the devil throwing all the ammunition down here on us. You know, we think we fighting for a cause. Or this, like, oh yeah, you fighting because the devil had a little temper fit. Because he the one run he the one run your country, or run your soldiers. Jesus said he's not of this world. That's what Papa said. He said he got his own kingdom. So where y'all kingdom come from? That's what he said, man. You know, that's just what he said. You know, read it in your Bible. It's in your Bible. He said, "This is not my kingdom." He said it was Satan's kingdom. That's what I read. So Satan is among us. You know, the devil ain't went nowhere. He's still here on earth. It used to be our earth home to, but he's trying to come back. I think we did get it back through Jesus, but now Satan trying to bully around, make you think it's his. He's trying to make you think it's his home. Man, you got kicked out a long time ago, man. You didn't act right, you know what I mean? You didn't act right, so you got, what you supposed to do? Oh, man. Hmm. But I want to share that with you guys, man. I thought that was been, you're alive. They talking about spirits. We don't fight against the flesh and blood, but the principalities of the air. You ever thought about what is in the air that we fighting against that we can't see? That's what I be wondering stuff. See, I wonder stuff like that. People just go right on by. He told me when I read that, he said, you fighting a battle and it's in the air, and then he said you can't see it. Don't that kind of make a little light go off a little bit to people's head? Does it make a little light go off? You fight something you can't see? That's what he just said. So I had to pay more attention when it said something weird. I was like, what the heck? What did he say to me? What my ears just hear when I read it to myself? That's crazy. Man, that is crazy. You fight against something in the air. That's why you guys had that warrior spirit. So they ever got invaded, and that's where we are here. This is where we at right here. Devouring one another, destroying one another. And I'm saying it ain't everybody's fault, but everybody's gonna get pulled in. You know. Yeah, well, all we can do is let you guys know, that's the best we can do. That we want it for you and everything, but at the end of the day, it's up to you guys to make your own choices and decisions in life. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. I don't know, so much going on you guys can do. But you need to move a few things out the way, like selfishness and greed and anger and wanting to hold more and who this power. I say that's enough to hold a man back from reaching his true destination, man. You know what I mean? That's a good spot, man. But I hear what you're saying, though, man. Yeah, it's a good thing, man. It is a good thing, but yeah, I guess it is a good thing. But people, that's what it is. That's why I ain't gonna bother you no more about the information. I'll leave you alone about that. But hey, I tell you another thing we've been talking about, man. What do y'all think about imagination, man? I've been on that lately, man. It's better than thinking. That's my perspective. Imagination, think about it. No. Don't think about it. Imagine it. Imagine. Imagine is better than thinking. Imagining things. Even your best imagination, your best times when you were a kid, you'd be probably just imagining everything you didn't know. Just imagining. I watch my grandson, he sure be smiling. Man, what kind of imaginary world he in, but he having fun. Imaginary is what we do. It's strength to you when you imagine instead of thinking. You can go to the stars and get above your problems, sit there on the stars and solve your problem from up there. Man, we got a powerful man. Papa gets powerful man. That mind is powerful, man. Yeah, it's powerful. Papa gets a good mind, man. you know. But I ain't gonna be on too long, so I guess I've been here about 35 minutes. I'm gonna plan on it. I just wanted to share. I was thinking about you guys. Well, last time we had talked, I was saying you're a spiritual warrior. I mean, you know, you're a spiritual warrior. You're a war. A spiritual man is stronger than an angel. I ain't gonna spell it out too long. I hope y'all penetrating. And we can get more into that, why God may have us here for us to take care of this about humanity. I'm told to say, Satan, that his own creation can take care of you, devil. We're just a little bit more free, but we're kind of dropping the ball, guys. We need to come down to greed, to jealousy, and anger, and try to start giving more out, doing this and doing that. And then it's maybe a sweet aroma may happen to get in there and seep up there to the father. Papa loves sweet odors, man. You know what I'm saying? What do you do to get a sweet odor, man? It's like air to him, a sweet odor. Like air to him, you know. Mm. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna hold you guys. I just want to get on here and tell you I wasn't playing on him. Last 36 minutes. You know, it's relaxing. Appreciate you letting me invade on your time there. No pun intended. But you guys have a good night. I love you guys. Most of all, God loves you too, and He loves 8 billion too. You know, regardless of what people feel about Him. Bye for now.